Heather and Brittany were all found guilty of murder, with Tina believed to be the ringleader. Had Adriana not made it that day, these three killers could have escaped justice. But now Tina sits on death row, waiting for her day of execution. Detectives often know exactly who the killers are right from the start, they just need to prove it. But sometimes, things are different. Like in this case, where the detectives realize they got things completely backwards, and their main suspect ends up revealing the shocking truth in the hunt for a missing girl.
Do you
Nah, bro, that's crazy as hell. But it's even more crazy that I got the best intro on YouTube. YouTube! Fuck going on, this boy back on the motherfucking video, back on the motherfucking reaction. I ain't gonna lie, chat. I just woke up. Literally. Like, you might be able to tell a little bit about my face and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, I literally just woke up. So like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fought with me, you know what I'm saying? Bear with me. It ain't nothing but 10:46 on a Sunday morning. I'm off work today. I'm off work every Sunday, so no, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get some shit done. I'm gonna try to go in here and record 6 videos today, so that way I have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday about the way, and then I can work on Thursday and Friday and Saturday. And yeah, man. I appreciate all of the love and support that y'all been giving me here lately, though, because I'm almost at 300 subscribers. Almost there. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost fucking there. That's great. That's amazing. So, yeah, man, let's go and get there. Let's go ahead and get to 300 subscribers. And, yeah. That being said, let's go and get straight into the motherfucking video. Free train go too. Go ahead and rewind this right here for y'all.
On that tonight?
No, I don't.
She talked to us. She said that you and Heather did this to her. So that's why we're talking to you two.
This is the moment Tina realized her murder victim was still alive. And to make things worse, her victim had just told the cops everything they needed to know to put her behind bars for the rest of her life.
We know what happened out there. It's just going to be a matter of getting fingerprints and evidence back. I'm going to do it. I promise to coach.
Tina is currently being interrogated over the horrific attack of her friend in Florida. Like most teenage fights, it apparently started because of a dispute over a guy. But this isn't the story that she and 2 other suspects would tell investigators in this extremely sick case.
Okay. Tina, you know, can I call you Tina?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Obviously know something's up. So tell me what happened tonight.
Nothing happened that I know of. Heather just said that something about Adriana got beat up real bad.
Okay. You don't know anything about that?
No.
See your arms and hands if I could. Okay, and what's this right here? That little scratch there.
This?
Yeah.
I have a puppy.
Okay, and your puppy calls that?
Look, I'm going to here.
Got your chin? Okay.
19-year-old Adriana had gone over to her neighbor's house to patch things up after an argument.
Guys, if you're looking for a
Man, what the fuck, man? Look, bro, I just tried to pause the video. This bitch over, man. You stupid. Bro, that nigga just asked her. Let me see your hands real quick. Let me see something real quick.
But she had...
He already know. You feel me? They already got some shit figured out. He just asked her, let me see your hand. Let me see your arm real quick. What's this scratch right here? Bruh. You already know exactly what this scratch from, bro. If he asked what that scratch is from right there. And you just told these folks you got a puppy. Like shit.
No idea that fate was waiting for her. That neighbor was Tina Brown, and Adriana was walking straight into a trap. What started off as a fight quickly turned into something much worse. But according to Tina, she's got an alibi.
So where were you tonight?
At Heather's.
At Heather's house?
Heather said she was going to cook, so I went down there. She was cooking fish and french fries, and then we just started watching movies.
You were there all night until the cops came up there?
Mm-hmm.
What time did you go over there?
Probably just started getting dark.
Okay, so about sunset, was anybody over at Heather's house when you went over there?
Just Heather and her husband.
Heather, okay.
Did anybody else come over there?
Y'all know what don't make sense to me? It's how they can block out the DA or the investigators, whatever you want to call them. They can block them out, but they're not gonna block out the suspect. That don't make no sense to me, bro. Like, how y'all gonna keep these motherfuckers private, but not this motherfucker? What? Like, what? So you feel me? She human too, just like these motherfuckers, bro.
Her and her little friend girls were at the house. She said she hurt her hand, so usually we get there and everything is all right. So I don't end up going with her, but she said she was going to the emergency room.
What time was that when they came by, you know? Was it long after you got there?
No.
Okay. So early in the evening?
I don't know what time it was.
Oh, okay. So about 30 to 45 minutes after sunset.
Tina's daughter, Brittany, was also at Heather's house at the time, but the problem here was that they, along with Tina, were the three main suspects in the case. The detective already knows there's bad blood between Tina and Adriana and spent some time discussing their friendship.
What has been going on between you and Adriana this week?
Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, me and Adriana were together today.
Okay. Where were y'all
at
together?
My house.
Okay. What was going on there?
We were just sitting there watching movies, trying to get my computer, pull it up where I can get iTunes and watch movies.
Have y'all had any problems?
Oh yeah, we've had problems. The first 3 trailers, we've had problems for a long time.
What's the problems?
Well, lately the new problem is she thinks that I'm the one who had her boyfriend locked up in jail.
Okay, so she...
Okay. So I already know what this right here is going on. What's going to happen is, this right here is a toxic friendship. Feel me? They've been off and on as friends from what it seems like. So, I'm guessing one day, you decided to set her up. You feel me? Like, you wanted to act like y'all were cool, whatever. And you decided to set her up. And now, everything's coming back on you. You didn't think you would get caught because, you know what I'm saying, people do the crime. They don't think they're going to ever do the time for some odd reason. They don't believe in karma, or they don't believe in the action for every reaction. You feel me? But now everything's going to come back on you. Now you're looking, now you're like, damn, how the fuck? You feel me? Y'all were the only 3 people in the crime. But you're saying that you was at these people's house. So now you're just telling them that you were with these people. You feel me, bro?
She's mad at you thinking her boyfriend's locked up because of you.
Yeah, but we talked about it earlier today.
This would be one of several accusations that surrounded the 4 women. Tina's daughter Brittany also claimed Adriana slept with her boyfriend. But even so, Tina says there were no issues over the last few days.
I mean, me and her actually just started back talking today.
Okay.
Because I asked her this morning, what was I doing this morning? I was trying to make some phone calls, and I wanted to heat up some chicken. So I asked her would she put the church's chicken in her microwave, and she heated it up for me and brought it to my house.
Okay. Do you know what happened to Adriana tonight?
No, I don't. Heather just said she got beat up, but that's all I know.
A little bit more than that.
The detective is talking about the horrifying injuries covering Adriana's body, and despite her story, Tina knows exactly what happened. Tina, Brittany, and Heather waited for Adriana to arrive at Tina's house.
Oh, they all look like they on that. Just look at them. This one right here really look like she on that. This one right here look like that girl off Set It Off. And she was like a little ladybug. A little vicious ass cockroach.
In Ensley, before ambushing her with a taser and beating her down with a crowbar. The 3 then threw her in the trunk of a car and drove her to a secluded patch of woodland, where they set her on fire and then walked away. Clearly, they expected her to be dead, but Adriana not only survived this horrific attack, but managed to crawl to a nearby house and find help. She did this with burns covering over 60% of her body. None of the suspects, including Tina, know that she survived.
Hold on, bro. Y'all didn't even make sure that the girl had died before y'all just walked off? I mean, yeah, you would probably think that, bro, but you're supposed to make sure, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're going in to do something, bro, you're supposed to make sure that somebody dead, bro. I don't care. You're supposed to make sure. You feel me? Y'all didn't even make sure. Y'all left a witness. Now she's a witness. Well, something like that. You know how the police shit goes. So, yeah, like she's finna go back and she's finna go tell everything, bro. Y'all are caught. Y'all are caught red-handed. And she don't even know if the girl is alive right now. Dummy.
Until the detective drops this bombshell.
We're not sure if she's gonna make it or not.
No, I don't.
Does she talk to us, or she talked to the people that came over to help her?
Mm-hmm.
She told them something. You know what she told them?
I could just imagine what's that.
She said that you and Heather did this to her. So that's why we're talking to you two.
But she said I called. She's been saying a lot of stuff lately.
Okay.
She said I called Because this is all stuff that we talked about today at my house.
Okay.
About my tire was stabbed.
Okay.
And I asked her if she do it. She said no. I mean, I couldn't prove she did it. So I didn't argue about it, fuss about it, or nothing.
But you thought she did it?
Mm-hmm. Just because of what people said. But
did you hear about her window getting busted out?
Whose window?
Adriana's window getting busted out a few days ago. You didn't hear about it?
No, sir, I didn't.
And you said tonight you were over at Heather and Darren's, right?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't go anywhere?
No.
Did anybody come over there while you were there?
He had somebody come over, but I didn't go out.
Who were they that came over?
He was dark skinned and he had braids.
Okay.
And then there's another guy, but I didn't know who that guy
Blocker
was.
sound familiar?
Yeah.
And did anybody else come over?
Yep. White guy in a red truck.
You know who that was?
You know, he went out there and went outside and talked to him.
And what was Darren doing while y'all over there cooking? Anything?
Laid on the couch watching movies.
Is that pretty much what y'all were doing all the way until the cops came?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you, Darren, and Tina were sitting in the living room. Heather were sitting there in the living room watching movies.
Mm-hmm.
And when the cops knocked on the door, what'd y'all do?
We were sitting there.
Okay. Why didn't you answer the door?
I don't want to hide from them anymore. What do we do?
Are we not men?
It ain't my dog.
Hold on. So now it's making her look guilty. Now they trying to make her look guilty because she didn't answer the door. Which I ain't gonna lie, bro. If police show up to my house knocking on the door, I'm not answering the door either.
Oh.
So,
Okay. So y'all...
no, let me rephrase that. If I'm at somebody else's house and the police show up there knocking on their door, I'm not answering the door either. The fuck am I answering the door for? It ain't my house.
Sat there, and when the cops came, they didn't answer the door. And how long were y'all in there before you did answer the door?
That, I guess the tape was going out because Adriana has a little boy that's kind of hyper. He said that little boy probably had got that taser and tased that little girl.
All right, but you were home all night. You didn't see any kind of disturbance going on over there before the cops came over there or anything?
No, we would have heard something.
Right now, Tina is starting to show signs of guilt. She's slumped over with her head hung down and avoiding eye contact, indicating she's very ashamed.
Chat, I ain't gonna lie, I've been picking up on that. But if you look back over here, every time they ask her a question, what she do? Look at her.
Wow.
Who were they that came over?
Watch. She puts her head down. Back here. They ask her a question.
At my house.
Okay.
She puts her head down and thinks about it. So that she can try to make her story add up, bro. You feel me? Motherfuckers be doing the crime.
Who were they that came over?
I guess the tape was going.
They be doing
Right now, Tina
they be doing the crime, but don't be ready to do the time, bro. You feel me, motherfuckers? This shit.
Tina is starting to show signs of guilt. She's slumped over with her head hung down and avoiding eye contact, indicating she's very ashamed and regretful. Or at the very least, sorry she's been caught. Whatever the case may be, she definitely seems uncomfortable. But as the detective points out, it's definitely not for the right reasons.
You didn't go get anything or go anywhere at all?
Look at it. Look it down.
Okay. You seem kind of lackadaisical about this. I'm telling you that this woman is probably going to die and has named you as the person that's harmed her. It kind of, doesn't sit easy with me that you're just so nonchalant about this.
I just talked to her today, and I told her I never called DCFS on no kids.
Okay. Well, she's probably going to die, is the word we're getting. And we're concerned over that. And the last person she said that did this to her is you and Heather. Okay?
Now she finna start crying. Now she finna try to play the I'm innocent, I promise, I didn't do it, blase. I know how this shit finna go, man. Watch.
We're going to go out there. We know what happened out there. It's just going to be a matter of getting fingerprints and evidence back, okay?
Once again, Tina shows her guilt, this time by touching her lips. This is often a telltale sign someone is lying and is trying to hide that fact by covering their mouth.
The reason we're here.
Basically, what she told the fireman was that you two came and grabbed her.
Fireman? Well, say what now?
What she told the fireman was that you two came over and grabbed her, pulled her out of that house, beat her, and harmed her.
And nobody out there, the kids or nobody saw none of this.
Nobody saw it. We talked to everybody in that neighborhood.
Kids are always outside.
We've talked to everybody in the neighborhood.
And
You saw them all out
hear
there.
Nothing?
Nope. And she's saying that y'all did it. And we're sitting here talking to you, and then I'd certainly appreciate, and I know Tom appreciates that you're talking to us. But we got to get to the bottom of this, and we got to know what happened, the truth. And there are two choices here. Either you're going to tell us, or Heather's going to tell us. So, who's going to be?
I didn't do anything to her.
What I tell y'all? What I just tell y'all? I just called this shit, man. I just told y'all what was gonna happen, bro.
And you were home all night.
Was at Heather's house.
You were at Heather's all night. Never left there. Because, see, the story between Heather and Darren is already shaky. And your story is a third version of what they've told us so far. It's a serious allegation. I mean, this is life-changing. And somebody's life may end over this. We're getting told that she's in pretty critical condition at this point and not likely to make it.
When Adriana was found, she reportedly told her rescuers that Tina had never expected her to make it out of the woods, let alone make it to safety. But despite her brave fight, Adriana died from her ordeal 16 days after her rescue.
I mean, she was just at my house today. Why she didn't tell me? I've been blamed for a lot. Well, it's a cycle over there. It goes trailer 1, trailer 2, trailer 3,
Well, she didn't do it to
4.
herself. Somebody did it to her.
Adriana been riding that bike all day today.
Okay, but somebody did it to her.
I didn't.
Okay.
I swear I didn't.
But she's saying you did it.
I didn't. Adriana been saying I didn't.
It may be the last thing.
Do not pay somebody to build you a Shopify store because I'm going to do it free with 20 handpicked products.
Hold on. So first of all, bro, y'all do a crime. Your story don't add up. Now y'all getting investigated. Now, you feel me? Now all y'all finna look dumb. Somebody finna tell on somebody. Somebody finna snitch. That's how this shit always goes, bro. Especially when shit comes back. You feel me? Somebody finna snitch. Who is gonna be?
She tells somebody. You know?
Tina, Heather, and Brittany were all found guilty of murder, with Tina believed to be the ringleader. Had Adriana not made it that day, these 3 killers could have escaped justice. But now Tina sits on death row, waiting for her day of execution. Detectives often know exactly who the killers are right from the start, they just need to prove it. But sometimes, things are different, like in this case, where the detectives realize they got things completely backwards, and their main suspect ends up revealing the shocking truth in the hunt for a missing girl.
Do you suspect Sam in any of this?
The guy that, was interested in her, and, some other guys that were interested in her, but they found out she had a boyfriend, they're friends now. I really couldn't see him doing it.
One afternoon in April 2016, 17-year-old Ashley left
a
her
year
home in
after I was
Illinois
born.
with her boyfriend for an interview
Literally,
and a basketball
I was born
game.
on April 25th, 2005. This happened a year after I was born. What the
Saying
fuck?
she'd be back before 10:30. Ashley didn't return that night. Her terrified parents called the police, who found her boyfriend's vehicle abandoned with 2 outfits, one for the interview and one for the game. Adding up all the evidence, her boyfriend Jeremy was now the prime suspect and was taken in for questioning.
Has she been through any kind of trouble or trying times recently or anything like that?
Not recently. A while back, we had an abortion, though. And
How long was that?
probably December.
Okay.
No, it was a little bit before December.
How did she take that?
She was all right. I mean, it wasn't like horrible, like a bout of depression or anything. She's fine, and she's a lot better now. Yeah.
How often do you see her?
Once a day, usually, and then on Tuesday nights we don't see each other because I got a designated party night with my buddies. So other than that, it's usually once a day.
Once a day. So you guys are pretty serious.
Yeah.
Been going out for how long now?
Almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in July.
Okay. What if somebody came up and said that that she had some marijuana in her room?
I'd be real surprised.
Okay.
I'd be real, because she tells me everything.
What about possibly owing somebody in Cahokia some money for drugs? What about that?
I'd be really surprised.
Do you know the name Mike? That name sound familiar?
No.
No, the way he just looked up, you could tell he already, no. Bro, chat, let me tell y'all 3 signs to indicate when somebody's lying, right? If they look off to the left or the right, usually it's going to be the right. In his case, if you look, he's facing this way, he looked off to the right. Usually people look off to the right when they're lying, bro. They're gonna avoid eye contact with you. After that, they're gonna start doing like this. They're gonna start fidgeting. You know what I'm saying? They might start playing with their hair if they're lying. Some people may start smiling. You just gotta watch for shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really observe people and how they move, bro, because you can really tell a lot about a person if they're lying or not just by how they act.
A name comes up during the questioning that Jeremy has never heard before, and his reaction to hearing the new name is noticeable. This would be one of many men in Ashley's life that he doesn't know about, but there's one that remains familiar to Jeremy. 27-year-old Sam.
Do you suspect anything between Sam and Ashley?
No. I couldn't see it. I mean, I trust them both too much. I mean, I trust her so much more than him, you know, because it's my girlfriend. I don't think he would ever do anything to harm her, you know. It's just...
Of course you don't. Or at least you're gonna tell him that. But bro, if they're naming names, bro, they already have an idea of what happened, and you're not doing it but making it worse on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because whenever they find out, everything comes down to it, you're gonna get sentenced more. A lot of people don't realize that when they do these fucking crimes, you know what I'm saying, and shit like this. Like, this ain't no street shit, bro. Y'all damn near kidnapped the girl, and you know what I'm saying, forcibly did things probably that she now deceased. So yeah, but it's kind of weird.
It doesn't seem like it's his nature.
Well, what about if, you know, possibly not even harming, but what about if they were to, you know, if they were an item or something like that? Would you suspect that at all?
No.
The fight that you had Tuesday night, you were telling me that you guys had a little argument. What was that about?
It was because apparently I yelled at her or something and she didn't like it, and then she gave me all my stuff back, well, what she had, and said, you know, I'm gonna break up with you. And I said, no, we talked it over and stuff, and you know, that it was just.
We talked it over. He got mad. They got in an argument. After that, he damn near like, yeah, that's how that shit right there goes.
Oh, I don't know, just stressed because that's when she thought that she might be pregnant, and
Tuesday night again.
Yeah, and she turns out she wasn't, and that was the stress of that, doing that, and you know.
Do you know any friends that she might be with that you know, that good friends that she would hang out with, that she would go to their house or anything like that?
I can't see the ones that she would, their parents letting it happen and not letting her parents know. There's no way that if she went to Brittany's house, there's no way Brittany's parents would, you know, not tell Ashley's parents. Or Christy's house, there's no way Christy's parents would not tell Ashley's parents, you know.
Who does she normally hang out with, like, there at school?
Christy and some other girls. I don't know their names because I've never really met them outside of school. But she's played basketball with, I think, a couple of them that I haven't met, and I don't know their names. But other than that, just Christy's like the main one.
When Jeremy's...
Bro, he knows their names, bro. Y'all all go to school together, bro. 9 times out of 10, you know their fucking names. I promise you, bro. You know their names.
Said Ashley went out of town to play basketball, the detectives wondered what it was that made her travel so far when there were basketball courts nearer her home. It turns out that the reason was Sam, and Jeremy was completely clueless about anything going on between them. Suddenly, police have a brand new suspect.
How long have you known Sam?
I was probably sophomore in high school, I want to say.
When you met him, he was a teacher?
I'm pretty sure he was a teacher over in St. Louis. I think he was doing something with kids. And then he was also doing wrestling stuff. He plays a lot of sports. So.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
What's he like?
He's just your all-around average, you know, guy. I mean, loves the party and, you know, loves to teach. That's like his main goal. But he's just average. I mean, there's nothing special, unique about him. Just easygoing guy.
But as far as like physical abuse at the house,
no.
Have you ever seen anything like that? Have you ever seen any marks on her or anything like that?
No.
Bruises or anything? Has she called you up and told you anything like that? Or
no.
Okay.
I know she runs into walls a lot, like literally. I mean, she's got kind of. I've seen her do it. Not like, you know, she says that she runs into walls, but I've seen her because I don't know if you want to call it, she's blonde or whatever, but yeah, it's not like a continuous thing. I've just seen her do it a couple times. But
What's her mom like?
Her mom? She's real nice. I mean, she's.
Now you trying to crack jokes. Now you trying to get on their good side and trying to be all friendly with them the whole time, but they already got what they need on you, bro.
Raising 2 girls and, you know, dealing with Mike, but
What's he like? What's he?
he's good. I mean, he's a good dad. I mean, he loves them both those kids to death.
After pressing him for nearly an hour, it slowly became clear to detectives that Jeremy had nothing to do with his girlfriend's disappearance. But he had given them vital information about her 27-year-old basketball friend. Sam was a teacher at a rival school, and his number was found in Ashley's phone. It turns out they made an awful lot of phone calls to each other, so this time he was brought in for questioning. In a story we've all heard before, Sam started out by claiming their relationship was friendship and nothing more.
Well, I'd give her like a hug goodbye. How would you do that? That's not sexual, is it? You give someone a hug goodbye? I think she kind of started becoming obsessed with me. Because like I said, she was calling me literally nonstop at times.
But after being confronted with the testimony of Ashley's friends, he changed his story.
I will say this, we never kissed. We never kissed. Yes, we did have sex in the back of the vehicle there, and after that day, I felt absolutely terrible about that.
Sam changed his story.
Hold on, so he just said they never did nothing sexual, right? But then y'all had sex, but y'all never kissed. What the hell?
Several times during the course of the questioning, and it was becoming clear to detectives he knew more than he was saying about Ashley's disappearance. The detective needs to break down the barrier that Sam has created, and in order to do that, they try to guilt him into a confession. They're going to use his most loved family members against him as a way of making him crumble.
Your grandma's not here.
I know.
Your mom's not here.
No,
But you know what? In a way, they are. Because everything they taught you, all the talks Grandma had with you, are within you. All of them are. And unfortunately, right now, Sam, you ain't telling us the truth.
Can I go show you what happened?
Please. She's still out there, Sam? She is. And where's it at?
I'd have to show you.
It took these detectives an agonizing 12 hours to crack Sam, but he
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not supporting this, bro, but he could have got away with this shit if he would have just stayed true to himself and just, you know what I'm saying, stood firm on his beliefs. But instead, he let his emotion get the best of him and he started being soft. He cracked.
finally admitted to being responsible for Ashley's disappearance. He told police that he got Ashley in a chokehold during the argument and heard her neck snap. He decided to make it look like she had been strangled, so he choked her again, and she became lifeless when he left the scene. Sam thought after 30 hours she would be long dead, and he was taking the police to find her body. But by some miracle, Ashley was found barely alive. It took her weeks to wake up from the coma she had slipped into, and even longer to heal the psychological wounds. But she was able to testify against Sam and live to see him sentenced to 20 years for her attempted murder. If you enjoy true crime videos like this, make sure you're...
Now that's crazy, chat. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, y'all folks, karma's real, bro. That's all I got to say. But every action becomes a reaction. Every reaction comes consequence. So, yeah, man. Just know that. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you fuck with me, fuck with me. If you don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. I'm seeing y'all niggas in the next video. Deuce this nigga.